Okay, we're going to do problem set 1. I'm going to start with question number 3 here. And before we start, we're going to initialize pH stats. So I need to, without having any Excel spreadsheets open, I need to double click on this, the pH stat XLAM file, to initialize the macros. There we go. Now, what came with the assignment was a mutual funds spreadsheet that has 3 return columns, a mutual funds spreadsheet that has just 1 return column, and this other hotel room complaints, which we will use for a later problem. If you open up mutual funds, the plain one, we see that it's got a 3 columns, and it has actually 868 funds here. This other one I added later has 1 return column and only 121 funds. So that's going to matter when we are doing bins and stem and leaf and so on. I'm going to do the assignment though using the 3 column return. Okay, so I'm going to be doing it using this spreadsheet. It's got 869 rows in it. So we're going to do category variable one-way tables and charts, and we're going to do bar chart and pie chart. So let's go back to our data. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. And let's click on add-ins, pH stat, descriptive statistics, one-way tables and charts, and this pops up. And we're going to do raw categorical. The range is going to be the category column here, which is going to be A1 colon A869, and the title can be category pie bar, let's say, and I'm going to do bar and pie, and then I'm going to click OK, and this comes up very nice. This is a pie chart showing large cap is 52% and so on. It's nice to see. This is good to see each individual category with respect to the whole pie. And then we also have a bar chart which shows nicely the differences in the investments between the different cap sizes. So that's good for problem set 3. Problem number 3. Okay, let's go to problem number 4. In the mutual funds, we're going to do a stem and leaf on one of the return variables. And so I'm going to use the 3 column one. Here I give instructions where if you're using the 122 row spreadsheet, you're going to just use the auto calculate. We're going to be doing using the 896 row spreadsheet, and so we're going to actually set the stem and leaf unit ourselves to 1. So let's go back to the spreadsheet. Here we are, and let's do add-ins, pH stat, descriptive statistics, and let's select stem and leaf display, and this pops up. And our variable cell range will be H1 to H869, and we're going to set the stem unit as 1, and the title is going to be 5-year stem leaf, and we're going to include the summary statistics, and let's click OK. And we see this nice stem and leaf comes up. Let me pop this up. And we see the stems, some pretty poor returning funds here, all the way up to here. We see most of them are around 7, and we've got some pretty high performing ones up here. So that's the stem and leaf. Okay, for the next one, number 5, we're going to do a Pareto chart, and we're going to use the hotel room complaints spreadsheet. So let's go there. Let's put this down. Let's find it. This one. Let's open this up, and here it is. Enable editing, and here we're going to do a Pareto analysis here. Let's click on add-ins, Ph Stat, Descriptive Statistics, and we're going to choose one-way table and charts. One-way tables and charts, and this thing comes up, and we're going to do a Pareto chart this time, and we're going to do table of frequencies. Table of frequencies. The range will be, we need to include both columns, so I can just select them both like this. And for title, I'm going to put Pareto, and click on Pareto chart, click OK, and this comes up. You see it's a nice Pareto chart. We can see that about 28% not ready. When you combine not ready and too noisy, we can get all the way up to 50%, identifying the complaints and so on. So this is a very useful chart. And the one-way table here summarizes it nicely. When we look at the cumulative percentage, we see that if we just could perhaps take care of the first 3 complaints here, we would be able to knock off 65% of the complaints. So very useful information. Okay, next we're going to do problem 6, and so let's go back to our spreadsheet, and we need to begin by typing in these bins and midpoints here. So if we can probably zoom this up a little bit, and I'm talking about the bins column and midpoints. This is going to define bins for our frequency table. And if our spreadsheet, if we're doing the one return column spreadsheet with 122 rows, you type in your bins 10, 20, up to 80, and these would be your midpoints, just like it shows in the picture here. I'm using the 108 or the 896 row spreadsheet, so my bins are going to start at -1, go to 0, go to 1. These are one place numbers, and the midpoints then will be a half of a spread up from each one. And so let's begin. I'm going to type a column called bins and midpoints, and for bins I'm going to start at -1 and go to 0 and then go to 1, and then I can just select 0 and 1 here and click on the little square there, drag this down until it says 20, and then for the midpoints I can just say that this equals this plus 0.5, and then I can click here and copy this all the way down until I get to 19.5. So that takes care of my bins and midpoints column. Next, let's click on add-ins and Ph Stat, and let's select Descriptive Statistics, Histogram, and Polygons, and this thing pops up. And let's set our variable cell range. This is the column that we're looking at. We're going to do the 5-year return. So let's do H1 colon H869. And for the bins cell, let's just drag and copy up to 20 here. And then for midpoints, let's just click and drag down and select down to 19.5. And then we're going to do single group variable title. Let's do, I don't know, frequency and cumulative. Spelled that wrong. And we're going to do a histogram and a cumulative percentage polygon. Click OK. And we see this is the histogram that comes up. It looks like a nice bell shape there. And if we look at the polygon, we see that the cumulative percentage polygon grows up that way. Okay, so we just need to analyze this now for the assignment. Okay, problem 7 just has you analyze the histogram that you created in problem 6, and problem 8 simply has you analyze the cumulative percent polygon that you created in problem 6. So let's go to problem 9 and let's do that one. So we're going to go back to our spreadsheet, and let's not that one. Let's go back to this one, and let's go to the data. And this time we're going to click on add-ins and click on Ph Stat, Descriptive Statistics, and this time we're going to do two-way tables and charts. And this thing comes up, and we're going to use the objective. We're going to do objective as the row variable and risk as the column variable, and we're going to create a side-by-side chart. Let's go back to the data here. For the row, we're going to use objective, so that would be B1 to B869. And for the column, we're going to do risk, which is through I869. And title, let's put, and we're going to do side by side, and click OK. And we see this is the risk. And if we go over here and look at all of the tables that were created, we've got a two-way table here. This is side by side, two-way table here. And the way we need to change see, we click here, click on any value, do a right click and do field settings, and we're going to change and show values as percent of row total. Click OK, and we see now we see percents. And now we just need to write up a short statement discussing how the value and growth mutual funds differ in their risk profiles. Okay, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.